Position.
SOS, please someone help me. It's not help.
Strong, stylish, and sexy. And at just 22 years of age, Rihanna has already achieved superstar status with a raft of hit singles, a mantle full of awards, and Jay-Z, one of the most respected names in the business, guiding her. But she's also had her fair share of hardship and heartbreak, including abuse at the hands of her now ex-boyfriend, Chris Brown.
And you can see my heart.
Now, with a new album and a new outlook on life, we catch up with the star in Soul, where she opens up about her childhood, her rise to stardom, and that much publicized incident. She's Rihanna, and this is Talk Asia. Rihanna, it's great to have you on the show with us.
Thank you so much.
You know, for one so young, you have obviously had a completely packed life,
Yes.
professionally, personally, the whole lot. Does it kind of make your head spin when you think about it all?
At times, it's overwhelming. It all is really surreal. The whole thing, just being signed, having my dream come true, having it be a lot more than I expected, you know, a lot more in a good way. You know, there's the ups and downs, of course, but I wouldn't trade it for the world.
You've just won your latest Grammy for Run This Town with
Yes.
Jay-Z and Kanye West. What's it like to win Grammy number 3?
It feels like Grammy number 1. With the Grammys, you can't expect too much because it's really tricky, and there are a lot of tough nominees in the category. So you just go into it not expecting it. So when you do win, it's a big surprise. It's a great feeling.
What's different about this album?
This album is absolutely the most personal album I've done so far. It was very honest, very vulnerable, as aggressive and defensive as it sounds and it feels. It actually took a lot of vulnerability for me to reach into those places to get those feelings out and put them on paper and actually share it with the world.
So you were writing about experiences in the last couple of years, that sort of thing?
Yes, a lot of personal experiences, also emotions, you know, kind of vented, really. And you hear it on certain songs for sure. You definitely feel that.
Let's go back before any of this started, when you were just little Robin Rihanna Fenty growing up in Barbados. Talk to me about the sort of childhood that you had.
Growing up, I have to say we had a very... My mom never let us know what our financial status was, you know, we never felt poor, you know. We didn't know if we were poor or rich. We just felt happy. And no matter how many negative things were happening in the household, we always felt happy. Like, we always had a good vibe, like it was good energy and very free. Like, she made us enjoy being children. And that's really important, right?
Well, it didn't take long for you to come to the attention of Jay-Z. He said that it took him a couple of minutes to work out that you were going to be a massive star.
Oh, that's awesome.
Tell me about that day.
That day was one of the most nerve-wracking experiences of my entire life. I remember sitting in the lobby, just kind of waiting for them to call me into the room, and all that was going through my head is, oh my gosh, I'm gonna see Jay-Z. I'm gonna see Jay-Z. I could not believe it. And not only that, there was the pressure of the fact that it was the audition of my life. You know, it was do or die. You know, it could have went either way. So I was really nervous. And then on top of that, meeting an international superstar of that caliber was insane. I couldn't get over it.
You know, when things started happening for you, Rihanna, they really, really started happening. You know, you went from basically nowhere to a couple of months later, touring with Gwen Stefani. Were you not completely petrified?
I was so excited. I was just ready for the world, you know? Like, I could not wait to get out there. This was my dream for all those years. So when I was presented with this opportunity, I just grabbed it with both hands and I just kept going.
Your personal life has gotten a huge amount of attention, and what happened with Chris Brown when he assaulted you, that was massive news at the time. Not least because I think people actually really, really cared about you. They didn't want to see you hurt.
Right.
How do you feel about things now?
I feel like it's behind me. I think it's something that, you know, when there's something exploded in the media in such a big way, it's hard to ever just completely get rid of, you know, because people want to know. So I know that I'll be asked about it probably for the next couple of years, unfortunately, but I'm in a different place now, you know. It was a rough time for me, I'm gonna admit. It was tough, and when I think about it, it was a really dark time for me. But I have a good balance in my life now, and I feel like we've done a great job at plowing through and moving forward, you know, because it was a lot to get through to get to this point now. And now the focus is the music, the focus is the fashion, the focus is the tour, you know. People aren't so focused on Chris Brown anymore.